My question's to the Minister for Industry. Can the Minister confirm in October last year, Industry Minister number 6 said we'd establish mRNA manufacturing capability within the year, and then in May this year, Industry Minister number 7 said you're looking at a 12-month plus time frame, and now we have Industry Minister number 8 saying we're looking at 2 years but can't be sure. When are you going to stop making and remaking announcements and actually deliver locally manufactured mRNA vaccines in Australia?
The Minister for Industry has the call.
Well, thank you, Mr Speaker. Thank you, Mr Speaker. And it's important to note that we have manufactured 23 million vaccines in this country, Mr Speaker, 23 million vaccines, and we have more than 1 million people working in manufacturing in this country. Now, Mr Speaker, those opposite got rid of 1 in 8 jobs in manufacturing when they were in government, but, Mr Speaker, they love to twist and distort the truth. They love to twist and distort the truth. And, of course, the member opposite talked about Minister Andrews, who said at the time that any time frame would depend on a range of factors. That's what she said, Mr Speaker, and that includes whether it's a brownfield site or a greenfield site, or whether we need access to R&D and intellectual property as part of it. Now, Mr Speaker, as we recover from COVID-19, we want to make sure that we are well placed to control our destiny. Mr Speaker, we are well placed to control our destiny, and in an uncertain world, that means that it's more important than ever to have sovereign manufacturing capability. And that's why we are developing a pathway to onshore manufacturing, not just of the vaccines that we've already manufactured, Mr Speaker, but more broadly for mRNA capability, mRNA vaccines. Now, there's 2 benefits from this, Mr Speaker. On the health side, of course, if we're struck with another pandemic, whether it's COVID or indeed flu pandemics, we'll be well positioned to speedily provide that mRNA support, Mr Speaker. But there is an economic and industry opportunity here too. And we support manufacturing in this country. We support industry in this country. That means they need to have access to the affordable, reliable energy they need. That's why we're back to over 1 million jobs in manufacturing, Mr Speaker. But we do want to see new areas of technology like mRNA developing here in Australia. And that's why, Mr Speaker, we're pursuing a 2-part process. We're having discussions with Moderna, Mr Speaker. Now, I should point out there's only two companies in the world that have developed and are selling mRNA vaccines right now. Moderna is one of them. No new mRNA manufacturing, end-to-end manufacturing facility has been built in the world since COVID struck, Mr Speaker. Indeed, one is planned for Singapore several years away, so we don't know when that's actually going to arrive. But we are having important discussions with Moderna, and there is great potential in that. But we are also, Mr Speaker, have gone through an approach to market. We've received a number of submissions in that. We're working those through, and we'll have something more to say about that in the coming days and weeks. But the one thing Australians can be sure of, Mr Speaker, is we back manufacturing in this country. We back manufacturing in this country every day of the week.